Nobody ever says David in the crew. That's true. I never get called David. When bro's nickname is so iconic that his real name is just a myth. Was I like that? Or maybe I was.
You hated when I called you David.
You do it. You specifically.
I'm the only
do you want to talk
one
about
that
you
calls you
specifically? It's because you're condescending as fuck. Whenever you say David, you're a condescending fuck.
No, I'm talking to you as a man, not YouTuber to a fucking YouTuber.
No, you're like, David.
David.
Yeah, you talk to me like you're my mother or something.
David to Nogla.
David.
No, I'm talking to you, Brian to David.
No one calls me David.
Yeah, well, I call you David.
Like when you're mad at me, when you're being all sassy.
At least
so
you know.
can't then turn around and be like, you don't like when I call you David. Of course I wouldn't like when you call it, when you're always pissy. That's my point.
For the longest time, he wanted everyone calling him Dahi, okay? Because it's on brand. Even though I know Dahi is Irish for David.
When have I ever said that?
Yes, you didn't want us calling you David.
When? When was this?
This was like 2016. I was like, Dahi de Nogla. I was like, yeah, that's Irish for David Nagel.
Yeah.
And then you were like, don't tell her. I don't want anyone to know that that's what the name means.
It was obvious what the name meant. I will say, I am the only person that gets called only their nickname in the group.
That's true.
And you're the only one that breaks that rule to be a bitch. It's kind of funny. Tyler got mad at me one time when I called him Wildcat. I'm like, hey, Marcel. Hey, Evan. Hey, Brian. Hey, Wildcat. And he's like, why'd you call me Wildcat? I don't know, Wildcat. That's your name, Wildcat. And he was like pissed at me. Like, he brought it up like, why the fuck do you do that? Why do you always call me Wildcat and not Tyler? During that conversation in my head, I'm like, I'm not saying it, but in my head, I'm like, everyone just calls me Nogla and I don't give a fuck. Why does he care? But I call him Tyler now because he does care. See, you little bitch.